What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And guys, for today's video I have basically just 3 news, but each and every news deserves to be named as a real bombshell. And I will explain you in today's video what I'm talking about. And these news are following. First of all, I will show you what George Palikaras stated in his declaration that he filed just several hours ago. On top of that, I will show you an update in the RICO lawsuit that was filed by Scott Trott. And at the end of this video, I will show you an update from Mark Basile in regards to his RICO lawsuit. And guys, these news are really important in our case. So let's start one by one. On MMTLP resources, you can see a couple of updates. One of them is this one. George Palikaras declares support in MMTLP lawsuit. And guys, take a look right here. This is this official document. It has 10 pages in it, and let me quote you just some details. So, this is the declaration of George Palikaras in support of Plaintiff Intercoastal Waterways LLC's opposition to defendant TRCH Securities Incorporation's motion to compel arbitration and cross motion for the disqualification of the Financial Industry Regulatory Authority as a mandatory alternative dispute resolution service to this action. And guys, let me quote to this. I, Georgios Palikaras, being duly sworn, deposes and says under the penalty of perjury, pursuant to 28 U.S.C. paragraph 1746, that the following is true and correct. And guys, I want to pay attention to just several details started from number 27th on the page 7. On December the 5th, 2022, the company's counsel, together with the NextBridge's counsel, drafted and sent a new email requesting escalation of its concerns to FINRA's executive team. This escalation reminded FINRA that through no actions taken by Meta 2, the company's Series A preferred stock began trading in 2021 and was still trading on the OTC market under the symbol MMTLP. The company's counsel stated that Meta 2 management had notified FINRA of a corporate action stock dividend to be taken, FINRA Rule 6419, approximately 3 months prior, and as of that date, we still did not have an answer regarding whether or not FINRA found the request to be deficient. Counsel also noted to FINRA it had become extremely difficult for Meta 2 to make plans and, more importantly, could and may be causing confusion in the OTC market of MMTLP to determine of Meta 2's investors. Counsel also noted to FINRA that NextBridge Hydrocarbons and Meta Materials would need to stand on their own, and both companies had responsibilities to their respective shareholders. Counsel further noted to FINRA that any further delays would jeopardize the respective companies' abilities to raise capital and to maintain their respective standing in the marketplace, which would be determined to all shareholders. So, this is quite generic information that we've already known. Next one. Subsequently, on December the 5th, 2022, in response to the email sent to FINRA's executive team, Ms. Sarah Jill from Office of the Ombudsman responded via email to Meta 2's counsel, stating that FINRA's president and chief executive officer, Mr. Robert Cook, had referred the matter to her, and a call was scheduled for December the 6th, 2022 between Meta 2's counsel and Ms. Jill. Following the call, Ms. Jill connected and introduced Ms. Millicent Banks as the contact who leads FINRA's corporate action team. And this information is quite new for us. Next one. From September 2022 to December the 6th of the same year, the company had submitted the various required documentation and payment to FINRA for the publication of a notice of a corporate action announcing the 1-for-1 Series A preferred shares exchange to FINRA's daily list. On December the 7th of 2022, FINRA published a notice that it has processed Meta 2's corporate action and published it on to its daily list, which stated that MMTLP shareholders with settled position as of December the 12th record date will receive 1 share of NextBridge hydrocarbons for every 1 share of MMTLP held on pay date of December 14, 2022. Purchases of MMTLP executed after December the 8th will not receive the distribution, will not be quoted X, no X dividend date. MMTLP shares will be cancelled effective for December 13th. This language was provided to Meta by FINRA's corporate action team. And guys, this is very important statement. Next one. 31. Further, on or about December the 8th of 2022, FINRA notified the company that it had unilaterally revised the language of the company's December 6, 2022 corporate action and required the revised notice to be published on the daily list. This revision was made without the input of or authorization of the company and took place on or about December the 7th of 2022. After FINRA had a call discussion with DTCC, I was informed that Meta 2 and NextBridge's counsel were not invited to participate in the call between FINRA and DTCC. To facilitate the successful execution of the MMTLP NextBridge hydrocarbon shares exchange on December the 8th of 2022, the revised notice of corporate action was published on FINRA's daily list, changing the language used by Meta 2 in the original corporate action to read MMTLP will be deleted effective for December 13 of 2022. And as you can see right here, the word deleted replaced the word cancelled. Next one. After the revised notice of corporate action was published to FINRA's daily list, the company announced via press release that FINRA had revised the company's corporate action for exchange of a Series A preferred. On December the 9th of 2022, FINRA announced it has enacted a U3 halt on the trading of MMTLP shares, claiming there was significant uncertainty in the settlement and the clearing process for the security. And guys, don't you think that the uncertainty was made, the significant uncertainty that was mentioned by FINRA, was made by FINRA itself, because of these two corporate actions that were revised by FINRA without any metamaterials C-levels executives and consuls. Next one. Prior to the U3 halt, FINRA never stated in any communications to the company or publicly that they were going to halt the trading as of December the 8th of 2022. Meta 2's counsel reached out again on the morning of December the 9th of 2022 to ask Ms. Jill whether the halt was permanent or temporary. Only after the halt, FINRA added a note on their UPC advisory page. And this is another violation of FINRA's own rules. Next one. During my own inquiries for several weeks after the halt, as well as through counsel, including multiple calls with the Ms. Jill and the Office of the Ombudsman, we never received any answers for exactly what the extraordinary event or reasons were that FINRA relied on to enact the halt. If FINRA had planned the halt all along, it is my opinion that they should have put such information into the announcement in order to fully inform and protect shareholders and avoid shareholder confusion. On December 13, 2022, FINRA deleted the MMTLP ticker. And guys, this information, in my opinion, is not accurate enough, because the deletion of MMTLP symbol was made somewhere in February of 2023, because it was a huge delay in the filings, and this delay, as FINRA stated, was just a technical issue with the update on their website. And guys, I think it wasn't the real reason of that delay. And the last sentence is the most important one. I declare under penalty of perjury under the laws of the United States of America that the foregoing is true and correct. And here is the signature of George Palikaras. So guys, I have to say that this is a real bombshell, because some of this information Basically, I didn't know about this, about Miss Jill and the interactions between FINRA's office and George Palikaras. And let me show you the comment of Rare DD in regards to this letter. He wrote first all this. Patricia Casimates was heavily featured in the 2-hour MMTLP video. Nice to know that she was in the picture even earlier than November of 2021. Anyone from FINRA have anything to declare under the penalty of perjury? And guys, I think if they agree to make this type of declaration under the penalty of perjury, we will know much more, because in this case we will know the truth. On top of that, he added, RareGD added this. Even under oath, the story hasn't changed. FINRA provided the language for the initial December the 6th MMTLP corporate action, and FINRA revised the corporate action released on December the 8th without input from metamaterials. FINRA created a problem by inserting incorrect dates and information and acting outside of their regulatory authority, and then they had an opportunity to fix their mess. They instead included their role to delete the trading symbol, which didn't need to be included. What are we doing here? So, definitely a lot of questions in regards to FINRA's actions. And the last but not least, in FINRA's own words, FINRA Rule 6419 authorizes the department to process or decline to process documentation related to corporate actions. FINRA nor the SEC ever mentions FINRA's authority to compose corporate actions for the issuer or to revise and amend them without input or approval from the issuer. Good to know Robert W. Cook was aware of the issue before the U3 halt of MMTLP. So, guys, this statement that was made by George Palikaras is extremely important, and it gives even more power to the RICO case that was filed by Mark Basile, because it is an add-on. Basically an add-on to this case. But let me show you another quite interesting update, at this time for another RICO lawsuit. So, Schwab ordered to respond to complaint. There is an update in the MMTLP case from Scott Drott versus FINRA, Schwab, etc. And guys, let me quote you this tweet that was published by Scott. He wrote, "Okay, folks, I've now got some different opinions, and I may have mea culpa in reviewing the order. Schwab was denied a stoppage in my case to file arbitration immediately and stop my case immediately. They are going to file for arbitration later. The victory is just that the judge is not delaying the case and allowing them to file without answering. So, it's still a victory of sorts, but just not of the dimensions I thought. Again, my sincere apologies, and I will certainly be more thorough next time, but we did win this first round to an extent. And definitely it is a win, not the biggest one, but definitely it is a victory in this first step. Let me show you what did Mark Basile write in response to this. Scott, here is the docket entry, and he added this screenshot. It is confusing, so no mea culpa on your end. You are doing a great job. All the court did was deny them a deferral of a Rule 12 motion, something requiring a motion that must be made within a certain time frame. They asked for the deferral because they want to send your case to arbitration. However, there is no deferral procedure for that. But the court did extend the Rule 12 deadline, at which time they will likely file a motion to compel arbitration and stay the court proceedings like they did in our Florida trade station case. Just keep up the great work. The complaint is killer and very well done." So guys, it is very good to read this type of explanation, this type of statement from Mark Basile. Based on his experience, this might be very, very useful, and definitely we have even more power to push all the cases further. Let me show you another tweet from one of the community members. Busy Brand reposted the tweet that was written by Junk Savvy, and she wrote, Basile law firm files plaintiff Intercoastal Waterways LLC's memorandum of law in opposition to motion to compel arbitration and cross motion to disqualify the Financial Industry Regulatory Authority as a mandatory alternative dispute resolution service to this action. And let me show you this tweet that was written by Mark himself. New court filing, Southern District of Florida, Intercoastal Waterways LLC versus Trade Station et al. Opposition to compel arbitration and cross motion to disqualify FINRA. And I have to say that I haven't enough time to read this entire document, but guys, I have some summaries, and Marcus wrote this. Shots fired, holy crap, Mark came out guns blazing. I'm not highlighting here and there because everything is in the summary, or headshots at FINRA. And guys, take a look at the summary. FINRA improperly permitted the listing and trading of the MMTLP shares. Next one, FINRA's improper, unilateral and forced fed revision of metamaterials December 8th notice of corporate action and the subsequent U3 halt. Next one, FINRA was aware of fraudulent market activity occurring amongst its member brokers, yet FINRA failed to initiate any disciplinary action against member brokers or provide adequate responses to concessional inquiry. Next one, the intimate connection between Trade Station and FINRA, conflict of interest. Next one, FINRA will assert immunity to any discovery requests in an arbitration proceedings. And guys, even these updates, even these titles show that FINRA is a real wrongdoer and they acted illegally back in the days, and allegedly they are still doing this. On top of that, let me quote you the tweet that was published by 100MPH and that was reposted by John Burda. This fact alone is a conflict of interest because FINRA is directly implicated in the chain of events leading to Trade Station inability to deliver plaintiff for its securities. It is highly likely that any FINRA arbiter will disallow any discovery from FINRA and plaintiff would be severely prejudiced, raising serious due process concerns. And he added a couple of screenshots from Mark Basile's document. And guys, all these news are extremely powerful, and all of them are, in my opinion, real bombshells in our case. That is why, guys, stay tuned and subscribe to my channel in order not to miss the next video. And guys, let me tell you my personal story. I have a wife and 2 children aged 11 and 15, as well as a small dog. After 30 years of living in Russia near the Basile Lake, we decided to move. Now we reside in Serbia. Although I don't own any MMTLP shares, I invest a lot of time creating daily MMTLP videos. I have been doing this every day without days off and holidays for more than 1.5 years. Now I wish to buy back this time from my family, from my children. We've agreed that I will ask the MMTLP community to support me and I will give all the money to the children. Therefore, if you believe that I am providing useful content for you and wish to support me, you can join my Patreon account. For $5 a month, I will add your name to my list of supporters if you wish. Thank you in advance. The link you can find in the description below. So, I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gone live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life.